Hello everybody, I'm Blazer Rebecca and welcome back to Strawberry Vinegar. Licia just defended us on the bus. I looked down my lab. Thank you for defending me back there. I really do appreciate it. It's no problem. Licia smiles brightly, linking her arm with mine. The heat of her body is warm and soothing, and it makes my cheeks turn even pinker. I'd do anything for you, Ray. After all, you're my first ever friend. And you, yes? I look at Licia hesitantly and my eyelashes fluttering. I'm not used to being open with my feelings, and expressing my thoughts plainly is rather difficult. My emotions are sealed over with a layer of ice, but they bubble away underneath the surface like a Norwegian fjord. It's difficult, but I want to tell Licia how I feel all the same. I think she deserves that much. She deserves that much because... You're my first ever friend, too. Yeah, they're so cute. I'm going to melt. Thanks for ruining the mood, asshole. Huh? One of my classmates, a girl with braids and freckles, who I think might be called Mayura, is watching us. Her face flushed bright pink. I need to take more notes quickly. Innocent, awkward friendships will later blossom into love are incredibly popular. What on earth are you talking about, Mayuri? I swear I don't understand half the things you say. Oh, so her name was Mayuri, not Mayura? I should have known. I'm sorry, Hima. It's just whenever I see two cute girls together, I can't help myself. There are far too many mainstream stories about male and female childhood friends who grow up to be lovers. There should be some stories like that about women, too. Trying to imply something? Perhaps that's true, but I think we're too young to write romance stories. It's shameless. You say that, but you'd be surprised to know how much fan fiction on the internet was written by... Okay, that's getting weird. I hardly know Mayuri. I don't even know what her name was until a few seconds go by, and I think she might have a point. Yes, the internet is a strange place. This game is basically saying what we all think, which is the internet is an odd place to be. Okay, wow. Wow, this place is so amazing. Look at this, Ray. I know what the fields look like. I've been here before. But I haven't. Licia stands there with her arms spread out, staring out at the horizon. I can't deny these fields are pretty. A hidden bower of strawberry plants tucked away amongst the mountains, but the aesthetic experience is somewhat dampened by my past experiences with this place. Coming here was incredibly boring last year. Running around a leafy field with a wicker basket in my hand, prodding strawberries to check whether they're ripe enough to pick or not, wasn't very exciting. How can you be that enthused? It's just a bunch of fields. It might be a bunch of fields to you, but it's like a whole new universe to me. I've never been anywhere so green before. I'm pretty sure where you're from, it's not very green there, is it? Well, that much is true. It certainly is green now around here. Not all of it, though. I pull out one of the more bed-raggled strawberry plants. Its leaves are sickly light yellow and it's ridden with holes. I don't think this plant is going to last much longer. It'll probably die soon. Ray, you're such a pessimist. Why do you always have to look at the negatives? I wasn't trying to look at the negatives. I just happened to notice it. It's not my fault. Some of the plants might be a little, dead, but that doesn't mean my enthusiasm is. They don't have anywhere like this in hell. I can't imagine the climate down there would be good for farming, what with all of the fire and brimstone. Very true. You're right, how did you know? It's blatantly obvious. It was just a guess. Even the air here smells nice. Licia breathes in heavily, her blonde eyelashes fluttering shut. It's like taking a bite into a crisp, juicy apple. I can feel all my worries melting away. But this is no time for being sentimental. We have to pick all these cute, delicious-looking berries. I can practically hear them screaming to me saying, Licia, please eat me! Now that sounds like something from a horror movie. Come on, Ray, let's go! Licia looks completely enamored. I want to tease her, but her smile is so pure my words falter. Her face is bright, almost dazzling. She looks like a young maiden who's fallen in love for the first time. Well, she She did say she loved me on the coach earlier. Could that have anything to do with the smile on her face? No, that's ridiculous. Yeah, that's totally not reasonable. I shake my head, my face flushing. Licia might have said she loved me, but she couldn't have even meant it. She's too young to understand what that word means. And anyway, she isn't even a human. She's a demon. Are demons even capable of love? Seems contradictory. Licia's entire existence is contradictory. She contradicts the laws of modern science, rationality, and good old-fashioned common sense. And yet, though she shouldn't exist, she still does. She definitely does. If she didn't, how could she be holding my hand like that? Ray, do you think these are ripe enough? I kneel down, examining the strawberry Licia is pointing at with the tip of her index finger. The strawberry is washed out light pink at the tip and pale green at the fatter end. Looking at it is making me feel kind of depressed. You should leave it alone. I don't think it's ready yet. Well, there's only one way to find out. Don't eat it! Smiling brightly, Licia plucks the unripe berry off the vine, straightens up, and pops it into her mouth. Oh! Well, of course she does. As soon as she does, her face turns pale. Ray, it's really hard and sour! Of course it is. I told you it wasn't ready yet. Why'd you ask me for advice if you had no intention of following it? But because I didn't know for sure. Well, now you do know. Why don't you spit it out? Because it'd be a waste of food. I have to finish what I started. You're gonna make yourself sick. Even if she is a complete airhead, at least she has some sense of duty. I just wish it wasn't about weird things like this. You've been eating every single strawberry you see. You haven't saved a single one. But I need to test if they taste good before I put them in my basket. But by that point, it's too late. The strawberries are already gone. Honestly, do you ever think before you act? Not really. That's boring. I want to live in the moment, like Badan. Licia punches a fist in her air. Her loud yell startles a few birds that were nesting in the trees overhead, and they take wing at this offensive racket, squawking in alarm. Squawk! Squawk! This girl's being way too effing loud! I don't even know what you're talking about, but thinking about it is giving me a headache. We have the lunches Dad paid, remember? You don't need to stuff your face with strawberries. You'll ruin your appetite. Oh yes, lunch! I could eat that, couldn't I? No way, it's only 10 a.m. But I'm hungry now! You should have known I want to eat lunch as soon as you brought it up! Even so, I won't let you do something so slovenly. It's not appropriate. So you're saying I can't eat any of my strawberries and I can't eat any lunch either? I don't care if this makes me sound like a tyrant, just like my classmates said. I stared Licia down, a firm frown on my face. No! Well, in that case, I'll just find something else to eat. Hey, where are you going? Licia doesn't answer my question verbally, but she doesn't need to. Her actions speak louder than words. She takes a running leap at a nearby tree, grabbing hold of the lowest branch with her right hand. She pulls herself up the trunk like a monkey, digging her feet against the rough bark for purchase. Come back down from there! If you fall, you'll get hurt! It's fine, I'm good at climbing things. I've climbed the red sulfur stacks in hell more times than I can count! Given Licia's less than spectacular grasp of rudimentary mathematics, I'm not sure if this feat is quite as impressive as she would like me to believe. I don't care! That isn't a sulfur stack, it's a tree! The two are very different! They might be different, but it's the same principle. Licia pulls herself a little farther up the tree. Her movements are strangely graceful, and I find myself being drawn to her despite myself. I know she's being irresponsible, but I'm still impressed. Didn't Licia say she was going to exact her revenge on Mother Nature a few days ago? Is this spectacle part of her revenge? Is she trying to one-up nature itself, proving her inherent superiority by scaling this tree? Oh! Ah, it's just as I thought. It's an apple tree. No, of course she isn't. Licia didn't climb that tree to prove a point. She climbed it for the simplest of reasons. The exact same reason which led to mankind's discovery of fire. Well, I don't know what that has to do with anything, but she did it because she was hungry. Ah, this really is good. The apple is so crunchy, and it's all covered in dew. Licia's voice drifts down from the seat of her new leafy throne, accompanied by a variety of crunching noises. I take it this means she already started to conquer her newest acquisition. I'm sorry. Where are my manners? Do you want an apple too, Ray? I think I'll pass. Are you sure? It's really good, I promise. Here. Oh! Licia extends her hand, a brand new apple clutched between her fingers. I'm fine, thank you. Oh, come on, Ray. These apples are really refreshing, and they don't even have any worms. You shouldn't bill not having worms as a bonus. That should go without saying. I sigh, uncrossing my arms and slowly bring my eyes to meet Licia's. She looks so expectant. I'd feel me if I refused now. Alright, fine. I'll try one of them. Yay! You won't be disappointed! Licia tosses the apple down at me. It arcs through the air, a bright red projectile. I catch it with both hands and it impacts against my palms with a satisfying thud. The surface of the apple is shiny, and I can see my face reflected within it. When I blink, so is my reflection captured inside the glazed, candy-colored apple skin. It shimmers under the sunlight just like a jewel. The apple is slightly smaller than those we found at the supermarket and imperfectly formed, not quite a neat sphere. The few bumps and bruises that mar its skin only make the apple more charming, however. It seems more natural somehow. God damn it, this game is also making me want to crave apples now. Why? I don't even need to take a bite into the apple to taste it. Its scent is rich and enticing, and inhaling it makes my mouth water. You're cute, Ray. You look so happy, and overselling so simple, too. I'm not happy. I wasn't even smiling. Maybe not, but I could see it in your eyes. My eyes? What kind of cliche nonsense is this? How can you see my eyes all the way up there? That's right, your eyes look very warm and soft right now, like toffee. No matter what you say, your eyes can't lie. Giggling to herself, Licia takes the apple held in her hand and takes a bite out of it. The apple yields to her teeth with a sharp, sweet crunch. And even though we've been here for hours, you still don't have a single strawberry in your basket. Licia stares at her basket and gives it a shake, as though the sad little motion might make a bushel of strawberries appear inside it. It doesn't. Well, obviously it doesn't. How did this happen? A Pixelmate! Where did all my beautiful strawberries go? You ate them! Well, I wonder. I must have been sabotaged. It's witchcraft, or you ate them. You're gonna pin this on a witch even though you're a demon? I offer my condolences for any witches who may exist within our modern society. They seem to be unfortunate scapegoats for all the world's woes. Even those are demons, apparently. Also witches, I am so sorry. Poor witches, wherever they may be. They have my sympathy. Licia, however, does not. Our teachers let us keep the berries we picked during the trip. They said we could regard them as souvenirs of a sort. They're not the most durable souvenirs since strawberries have short shelf lives, but I don't think Licia would appreciate any other kind of memento. Incidentally, Licia perked up about her own paltry, red non-existent, haul after I said she could have some of mine. She's such a simple girl. And back on the girly bus. Licia doesn't look quite as excitable right now, though. If anything, she seems exhausted. Licia, are you alright? I'm okay. She yawns, her pale eyelashes falling shut. When the coach goes over a bump in the road, she starts, her body jerking and her eyes snap open again. I'm just sleepy. Is that because you woke up so early? Maybe? You're so silly. And we'll get to that in the next part. See ya!